Yeah, we're just gonna be a little late, I have a feeling. You want this back? Instead of wasting that. That just came in that. Sorry. No, you're fine. I didn't want you.
Here's consent.
Prayer to make sure they're in the right spot. I'd rather be inside than outside. Oh my gosh, it's hot.
Seen your buddy David Badeau the other day.
Give him a hard time.
He was at Chris Carter's funeral.
Yeah. We ready to go? Or do you need some?
I just need to go get rid of some.
No, you, that's fine. We're good. Whenever you're ready, you are. Ready? All right. July the 15th, 2025. I'm going to call the Neosho County Commission meeting to order. We're sorry we're running a little late. 2:05. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Chris Diller.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father God, we just thank you for this opportunity to be together to deal with the business of the county. We just ask that you would guide us and direct us and help us. Help us to make decisions that will matter for everyone, and help us to speak to everyone. We just also, Lord, want to thank you for this week where we have this celebration here in Erie, and we're just asking you to bless that and keep everybody safe through that. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chris. Anything you need to add to the agenda, Commissioners?
I don't have nothing.
I think we need to add the setting
Oh.
of the R&R. And I'd like to call a non-executive
And then I
and non,
add to Gabby's a non-executive as well.
okay.
Okay.
Public comment. I would recommend adopting the consent agenda with 3 requests for employees' time off for elected department heads, payroll clearing in the amount of $187,018.43, and accounts payable at $279,147.96.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion passed 3-0. We have no scheduled attendees. Is Gabby coming now? Or-
Except Tanya in case
Yeah, so, yeah,
she
we,
comes down.
I don't know.
You're on the schedule now. Do you want to go?
Or waiting? That'd be great.
So Gabby's here, do you want to do that first?
Oh, she snuck in here.
Sure.
Yeah, come on, Gabby.
That way we don't want Jacob waiting.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
It wasn't put on the agenda, but I am asking for an executive session. I'd like to be given at least 15 minutes, please.
For non-election,
Yes, ma'am.
we'll move to recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel regarding the treasurer's office for 15 minutes to include the commission, council, and the treasurer. And we'll come back at, oh gosh, 2:20? Is that 15 minutes?
2:25.
2:25?
Yeah, you're over extra. I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion
Thank you.
passed. We're back in, no action taken. Tanya?
So I don't have a lot. What I do have is a truck that is currently at the doctor. Not sure what's wrong with it. We've had issues with it for quite some time. Had a shut-off put on it because it has an electrical anomaly. We've got a shut-off on the Blazer also. The Blazer is a 2008 with 124,000 on it. The truck is a 2012, which is 4 years newer, but it's got 209,000 on it. I did talk to Greg today. He's going to be able to push a truck into our direction. I'm not sure which of these vehicles to get rid of because, like I said, the 2008, which is older, has less mileage. The 2012, I think, is probably the one that should be kept, but it's got almost 210,000 on it. So I think we can get through this year, but I may be asking you guys about maybe a new vehicle down the road. It's been, I think, 15 years since we've actually bought one. We get hand-me-downs, which I am extremely grateful for because they've done us pretty good. But the one that Greg said that we could get, I'm not sure what the year is. I assume probably a 2018 or newer because the silver one that we got from him last is a 2017. So, but I'm just letting you know we've got one that is being looked at right now, and they're going to get me an estimate on it. If it's anything over $1,000, I'll probably come back and talk to you guys about it. So, and that's what I got.
Thank you, Tanya. Cindy's up. Cindy's up now.
My turn. I've already got a meeting set for Thursday with the wage study to try and get more information, so just a quick update on that. I've got folders for you guys, and then I will need a quick 5-minute non-elected. I was having printer issues, so I just had a whiteout that I didn't have on there. No, I did, yes.
There, you're
For how long?
5 minutes.
Sorry. Yeah, you just put mine in his folder.
What?
Nope,
No.
yep, I get that one in the blue thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I'm sorry, how long was that?
5.
A 5-minute non-elected regarding 911 to include myself, commission, and council.
So I'll move to recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel regarding 911 for 5 minutes to include commission, council, HR, and
That's it.
that's it.
Yep.
I'll
Come
second,
back at,
2:34.
sorry,
234.
2:35.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We're back out. No action taken. Cindy, you're done?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Melody?
I really only had a few things. I needed a trainer meeting, okay, to go to Emporia. But I was last minute. I'll give you your one. I would meet tomorrow in Emporia. I just wanted to. And all it is just gas and food. I have so the badging system that the state has, they're doing a working group meeting. Someplace in Emporia, I have no idea what the address is, but, because I didn't write that on there, but anyways. You'll see me in Emporia somewhere tomorrow morning, but anyways, so I just needed that approved, or that you were aware of it.
Homer, make a motion to approve Melody Kentcole CRMCS meeting in Emporia for tomorrow.
I'll second the
All
motion.
those in favor?
Aye.
I also had one of the requests that you approved earlier in the consent. The person who will be taking over while I'm not here will be the undersheriff in case you have an issue. He took over when I had surgery. I will still have a phone with me, obviously, but I won't be in the county, so I just wanted to let you know that as well. And we also had a Southeast Kansas Regional tabletop exercise last week. We had all 12 counties, and we had 76 people. We hosted it as county, hosted it at the Impact Center. And we had 76 people, and it came out, we had quite a crowd. So I would like to do one with department heads. So it's a continuity of operation. So was a solar flare event. And if you know anything about solar flares, what they can do to your communications, well, I scared the sheriff, so my job was done for that day. But so I would like to do one for our county offices. So if somebody from the commission would like to attend as well, I haven't got a date yet. I'm still working on that, but I think it would be very, like I said, it scared Greg. So if I can scare Greg, it's kind of successful. So I have nothing else, I don't think. Thank you.
Here's your
Did you want your sheet?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mel. Mike?
Good afternoon, everyone. I have a payment request for Bridges, Inc. Payment number, or application number 11 for the Elk Road Neosho River Bridge project for Two Bridges, Inc. in the amount of $464,311.42. And I have a motion. I'm getting better at this.
I'll make a motion to approve payment application number 11 to Bridges, Inc. for the Elk Road River Bridge project, number BSN 661 KDOT project, number 67C-5209-01 in the amount of $464,311.42
I'll second it.
to be taken out of the special bridge account.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed 3-0.
Okay, thank you for that. While we're talking about that bridge, they're going to do the second deck pour. It's scheduled for tomorrow morning early. They're probably going to start around 5:30. If you've never seen that done before, I would encourage you. Nick came to the last one. but it's quite an operation for all that to come together, so.
You've been on one?
That'll be tomorrow. I haven't heard any
It's big.
different, so that should
Pump
be.
truck.
I had 2 pump trucks on that first pour.
Yeah, and there'll be 2 on this one,
Yeah.
he said.
Pretty,
They'll have a smaller pump truck set up on the deck, and then a larger one on the north side of the river, so. That's what I
those
was
cement
told.
trucks come in waves. I couldn't believe how they're,
Yeah. Well, those big pump trucks, they'll pump it out about as fast as you can dump it in, so. Some of the great big ones you can dump 2 trucks in them at the same time and unload them just as fast as those drums will turn, so. It's a pretty impressive operation, so that'll be tomorrow morning if you can make that.
if you can get the inspector to quit fishing long enough to.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have I think Tina probably emailed this to you, but I'll give you a copy anyway, the quarterly progress report from CFS. That's where we're at. Pretty straightforward.
Stuck together.
We did make a blast at the quarry yesterday, so we got that taken care of. I'm waiting for a call back from the guy with Bettis on the patches. He said part of the reason that proposal that I gave you was pretty high, almost shocking when I looked at it, but these crews are not from around here, they're not local, so they have to figure in per diem for the crew. So you're buying a hotel room for them and their meals and all that stuff, and that's why that was, but he was also going to check in to see if maybe they could condense their crew a little bit and maybe we could help out. Obviously, we would help out with the trucking, but still it was, he said that number reflected about a 15-man crew, and I said, well, I don't think we need that, but anyway, he was going to check into it and get back, but I haven't heard back from him yet, so I'll give him a call if he didn't call me pretty soon. So last week, Nick had asked for kind of a proposal for options on what we could do on 40th Road. All I gave, they were here, I gave Nick and Gail theirs before the meeting. You can look at this and study it, take it with you, study it if you want, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer what I can. The more I think about this, the more it concerns me because that water, there's no doubt that water ran north across that pasture in years past. There's no doubt at all that was the case. And it concerns me that if what do you tell the next guy that says, I don't want water running across my property? You know, I just, anyway, but this is a decision you guys are y'all do whatever you tell me to do. But it's concerning. And I even thought maybe you might want us to have our engineers take a look at this too. But you tell me how you want to move forward, and that's what I'll do.
Mike, I called her up before the meeting, and she said she's done. She don't want a culvert, just,
To what?
she don't want a culvert. She said she's done, so
Done.
done with this issue. That's what she told me.
So she doesn't want anything.
No, she don't want a cover in that gate either. I did call her on the way into Erie. That's what you told me, Mike, so I'd say it's a dead.
We can't leave it like it is. Something has to be done. So,
Drops 10 feet in that section, pretty much.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. That last elevation shot is where it's starting to go down the hill. And then it really goes fast after that, and that's why years ago, I think this was put in place to stop the erosion when it's going down the hill. Because we will have problems if we send all that water to the east. But anyway, I don't think this is something we want to decide right now anyway. I just wanted to get some elevation shots and kind of give you guys something to look at. And you may have a different idea also, but I do think we're pretty limited on what we can do. The water's either got to go north or it's got to go east. So.
This is pulling out existing culverts that are already there, putting in new ones also
No,
as you.
there's one at the residential entrance
Driveway,
there.
yeah, that's what I was looking
Looks
at.
like there's remnants of one there. The others, there are no culverts, no existing culverts there.
If you took it off this high part and did the lower part and fixed that culvert, it might shed some of the water down that ditch. Might be an option.
Say that again?
On the south part of the road, by opening that residential whistle in there and the new one at the gate, might push it down before it gets across.
It would help, yeah. And that's, if we went that route, I was gonna open up the ditches on both sides.
Right, yeah, might as well get them cleaned out.
Again, not, sorry for repeating myself, but we will have problems with all that water when it starts going down the hill. And I suppose what we'll have to do is just let it wash out and then go back in there and line it with ditch lining rock. Or if we could send it north, this would eliminate all of this and there would be no problem there. But I don't think she's gonna allow that, but I don't know. You used to be against a lot of backwater up on people.
Yeah.
And that's basically what's happening here. I mean, and I would encourage you guys, I'd be happy to go down there with you and just take a look at this, physically take a look at it, because there's no question on how this water drained in the past. If you want to go down there and look at it, or we can go down there together, I can meet you down there, whatever.
You think she's suffice to, but we'd have to do something to fix water. right now, because they.
Well, if
filled
we
the
could
ditches.
relieve some water
Yeah,
off of this culvert going on her, that might suffice, you know.
Well, it's a county
Well,
right of
yeah.
way, so as far as
by
like.
the elevation, it should be going to her, but the topographical map should be
Right,
flowing her.
yeah, the map, the topo map doesn't lie. I mean, it clearly shows how it drains there. So, anyway,
If
like
you
I
could ease the
said,
burden and get it on the road, get it in a ditch, but if they filled part of the ditches in, when they went back, that could be adding to the problem of pushing it back to your neighbor to the south.
Have you talked to Mark and Liz O'Daniel, Mike?
I tried to call him a couple times when we first met and never heard back from him.
Well, I'll try to call him up and tell him to call you, okay? That
That's
work?
fine.
Okay.
I'd be happy to visit with him.
Okay.
But in the beginning, when we first met down there, we had this resolved, and then something changed, and I don't know why or how or any of that, but we had a viable, simple fix for all this, and then now we don't. Anyway, yeah, have him give me a call. I'll be happy to visit with anybody to get this, taken care of, because I still think if we could go back to the original plan the way it was, I could assure them that there would not be any erosion, because that was her first concern, was erosion. And we can line that with oversized rock, and I have the exact same scenario on my property at home. And that's what I did, and I haven't had a problem for years.
Yeah, if you lined it, that would slow down the water.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have no erosion.
this is really an easy fix. We're making something really, really simple into something really complicated. And it would benefit them, because all this water run down to that pond. Anyway, so we don't have to decide anything now, and I think we should probably think about this and study it a little bit, and then maybe we can visit with Mr. O'Daniels and
I'll get a hold of him, make sure he gives you a call, Mike.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is I got a call from Mr. Schwartz regarding the 10th Road west of Irving. I gave him the numbers on what I gave you guys from CFS regarding what it would cost to reopen that road, to bring it up to county specifications, and he was not happy about that, and so I talked to him at length about it, but I feel that we should take the recommendation from our engineers. That's why we have them. And it still doesn't.
Well, we have to meet the specs. If somebody wanted to open or bring in a road, they have to bring it to our specifications
Yeah.
first.
Well, and that's a very good point, Nick, because we have had, since I've been here, I think there's been at least 3, possibly 4 other people or groups of people that wanted to have the road going to, usually it was a cluster of houses, a cul-de-sac or whatever, and they wanted it to become a county road, and I've told them the exact same thing. And that was at the commission's decision.
Well, I know
It has to
one
be brought
instance
up to-
already that I can already tell you that's a closed, just one main driveway into several properties.
Yeah, but, it has to be brought up to county specifications, and ditches have to be put in, driveway, culverts, all this stuff. And I guess they didn't like that idea, because that was the end of it.
Boy,
And on this, I mean, the first step would be to reacquire the right-of-way, which we do not have. Right now, if we maintain that thing, which I understand there's been some work done in the past, but I told him he just got lucky there because we're basically maintaining a private drive at this point because it's been closed since 1973.
Yeah, I wonder who okayed clearing all those trees out and stuff, Mike. I was at Road and Bridge at that time. I bet we spent 3 weeks down there.
Yeah, that was before I was here.
Yeah.
So,
Was that okayed by the commission, Nick? Was you
That
on the
was,
commission?
that was way before me.
Way before you?
Yeah, way
Okay.
before me. I think it was about 2006. It was an understanding between Royce Edwards, Scott Parrish, and Donnie Arnell at that time to open that up.
Okay. That'd be about right.
Yeah. I'd say '06, somewhere in there.
and they probably had good intentions, but they didn't do it
Well, they
legally.
didn't do the proper procedure
Right.
to do it, so.
It's,
As we've known, we've uncovered a lot of things that the county did in the past.
That wasn't approved or
You know,
resolution or whatever.
Exactly. And they can't really donate the property to the county as far as we actually have to buy it back by state statute, so,
yeah.
get the right of way. Pay for all the appraising.
We got into that another time.
Oh,
There was
yes.
one guy that was willing to donate it because he was getting a new bridge. The other guy said, I want paid, and so, they checked
Had to
into
pay-
it and said
you
if
had
they
to pay
both
both.
donated, you could do that. But if you paid one, you had to pay the other
Yeah.
guy. That's what I was told, and it sounds reasonable. But I do know, since we paid one, we definitely had to pay the other guy.
Yeah,
So,
I know which bridge that is, so.
yeah. In the past, on this Friday, we'll be working a half a day. I've had a cookout for the guys just to show a little appreciation. Are you still okay with doing that this year? Okay. And then also, I don't know, Cindy, you might want to chime in here a little bit. We've got a couple interviews.
Can we do a 5-minute non-elected executive, regarding
Okay.
Road and Bridge?
Sure.
For just commission, council, Mike and myself.
Well, also, so moved, we'll come back at 3:05.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed 3-0. no action taken.
I'll make a motion to conditionally hire up to 2 job applicants pending they meet all necessary qualifications prior to the next commission meeting for Road and Bridge.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, thank you for that. One last thing, I was visited with JT, the Foley Cat salesman recently, and he's kind of concerned on where we're at on the grader purchases. I mean, I know they're not as hard to get a hold of as they have been in the past, but I think he's kind of looking for a commitment to get them coming, which would still be, and we can set the time on that. Like if you wanted to say, you know, either take a possession in December or early January, whatever, you could determine that yourselves, the commission could, and but I think he was just looking for a little guidance on what he thought we were gonna do.
Well, I think we should probably look out and bid some financing if we do
Oh,
that too.
definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So I think, first we need to commit to it to make sure we have the graders or our names on them and then go out for bids for sure.
Yeah, because we've, in the
I
past,
think
So we're
what we
looking
can
at 2 mainly, correct? And then
Yes.
we're gonna keep one of the older ones as a spare.
well, we were looking at 3, 2,
Buying 3?
well, I mean, that was the original plan.
Well, then we're gonna have to look at it, because right now, we basically have 2 within our budget. I mean, it would be the same budget. We'd have to
I mean,
budget.
We had to add a little extra to
Right. service
the debt, so. And with the interest rate might make, pretty different.
I mean,
Right,
the quote he gave us was only for 2 new graders,
Yeah,
correct?
no, I don't have it with me.
Huh?
yeah. I thought it was 2, but
That was from the last meeting.
Well, it says, this number is,
Per grader?
yes, and that's, you know, this is the tandem, which is just the rear wheel drive,
Yeah.
which is per machine.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what we discussed was.
I was under the impression it was 2 and
No, I
then
thought it was 2 and we were gonna
keep one of the other ones for a
But,
spare.
you know, 2's a good start.
Well, I think we're on our time frame where we need to
I
start
just think-
shuttling in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to get to where we're replacing all of them at one time.
Exactly. You know, and that's another thing that, you know, we can, like, you know, you've seen my list of needs that we have, and we have we have more needs than we have money, and I get that. But, the one thing that we want to be sure we keep ourselves in is good graders. The trucks, yeah, they break down, we can get them fixed, and there might be a little bit of a delay there, but we've managed to get by, but the graders, we really need to keep good machines out there that are reliable, that's not in the shop all the time. Because when I got here, we had a couple of, actually there were 3 machines down there that were probably in the shop more than they were out on the roads. And
Well, I mean, the concern I have is, you know, we've made the payments for this year, the financing, we just need to make sure the first payments are for next year.
Right.
Because we don't have the extra money to pay us another payment this year on them. So I'm assuming usually the first payment
Yeah,
comes.
in January usually, or you can go after the first year. Most of them will defer the payment. But it also goes, if they charge you interest for that deferred amount of time too. If you're not, they'll charge you interest during that time, even if they deliver them, your interest is gonna start right then, so.
I talked to some grader operators, a couple here in the county, some other counties, and I was asking about the all-wheel drive compared to just the rear-wheel drive with the 140, which we used to run 120s all the time. That's all the county had. And they said that the 140 two-wheel drive is sufficient, and you're talking $50,000 more per unit. And I'm just saying, is it worth that? You know, that's $100,000.
Well, we were only talking
We're
about
just
one
one.
more.
The only thing is it would match up with one we got. so.
Yeah, and I don't want a whole fleet of all-wheel drive graders, but I do think that it would sure be nice to have two, especially when you're cleaning ditches. It makes a world of difference to have them front wheels pulling. And also, we haven't had it lately, but if we were to get a foot of snow or something, we're probably gonna have every machine we've got out plowing snow, and that's when they really make a difference, so. I would hope out of this next purchase, we can get one more, and that'll give us two all-wheel drive machines, and I think that would be all that we would ever need in our fleet. And I think that's what Lebec County does too. They have.
Thing would be how you station them, because you know you'd either have north, south, east, west, or
Right,
north,
yeah.
where you don't have to road one all the way across the
Right.
countryside to get to you, so.
Have one on the north and south end.
So,
So there's two things. We probably need to make a motion that we want to do a trade-in on two of the graders for these two graders, and then instruct the clerk to go out for bids
For financing.
for financing, which she's not done before. But, I know she's really busy right now, but, those would be the two steps, because we have to make sure we have our names on them, first of all. You know, they don't all, I don't know now
We made
whether
all
they
three
always
payments
have.
this year, right, on the three we're paying off,
Just
Is
send
that
out a
correct?
letter to the,
different banking system.
yeah, and get
we
it.
should be able to pull up whatever document we used to go out for bids last time,
I guess we are paying three.
and just
Yeah,
change
pin
the
on
date
three.
on it. Because they went out to, I think, about every bank in the county, and we got some.
Well,
very
that's what
competitive
I'm saying, then, we're gonna, the three payments we're making now,
Probably will
will eat up,
two payments.
depending on the interest, eat up all three of the current payments on the new. So that comes into play, and I'm with Gail on that as far as, you know, we're paying 90,000 right now between, it might be 90,000 for two.
Yeah.
Let's
So we're
see
trying to
what
keep that same budget amount in there, so,
Yeah.
because one was 46 and 38 or 37 now, so.
So Labette went out on two. It wasn't one that was an all-wheel. They were just two regular ones, and their payments are $107,000 for 6 years. Payment starting next July. So,
And we've kept everything on a 10-year rollout, but we've got two at 12 years now, or three at 12-year-old.
I thought that the thing was to do that every 10 years, so I don't know if we can get a 10-year. Let's see what.
You could probably do it. It's-
Okay. So as far as going out for bids, do we publicize that? Do we go to our main?
You just can go and solicit each bank, all the banks within three
Okay.
banks, yeah.
If I remember right, we just reached out to every bank in the county.
Yep, we went up to everyone and whoever wanted
And
to
there,
write.
there should be a letter on file somewhere.
Yeah,
The key thing is if they change the interest rate in the next month or two, and it could possibly go down.
so
Yes.
here is, I don't know if you have these from the last meeting, so here's the trade-in values. This is what we'd have to go out for financing.
I don't like a balloon payment myself, but it's just the dollar balloon.
That's what they offered us, but I've never had that before.
Yeah, it's always been a
I
payoff
think
and
the banks have always worked with us.
the total finance of the machine. See if you're 10-year, you're still right between that one and that one. That's even balloon on that one.
Yeah, I
The
don't
old drive,
know
so
why. Yeah.
you'd actually have the 10 years this, there's 90,000 for two, almost 80
Yeah.
plus, 94.
And that's at 5.9.
Mhm.
Quebec got 3.95, so. So you want to make a motion? Are we,
Going
Would-
for
Would you like me to just bring JT back at the next meeting and have another discussion?
That's fine, I don't care, just say you can get some finalized numbers and then we can go out for amounts that we're looking at, so.
Maybe somebody be gone at DC by that time.
And then, yeah. Then we can make a
Well-
motion and he can put our name on those graders.
Okay, I'll just have him get on the agenda
Okay.
for
Yep.
the next meeting. That is in 2 weeks, right?
Yep, the 29th.
Tonight?
I think that's a better option, because I think there's better financing out there.
Oh, yeah.
And if Federal Reserve decides to lower,
Especially that amount of
they're
money.
talking, it'd be nice by the end of the year, to come down 2 basis points, but I don't think it's gonna see that, so.
It might.
Just so you'd always refinance.
Well, yeah, there might be a penalty if you do it too soon. You
Well,
have another
that's
thing
true.
you gotta look at, so.
Okay,
You know, just a thought, but I mean, we could get the order placed and then delay going out for bids for a couple months or whatever, financing bids. Just
I
a
guess the
thought.
question is, when do we have to take possession?
Yeah,
He can answer all that
Okay.
one. We'll get
I mean, that's
JT
something
here.
that we would need to know then,
Yeah.
maybe.
But that, you know, 'cause it's possible it could go down between now and the end of the
Hospital
year.
could go up.
It is.
I don't think so.
How about that? Okay, that's all I have. You guys have anything?
I've got a couple things, Mike. I got a call from a taxpayer. Let's see, where's it at? It's a box bridge with some bridging on top of it, metal, and it's at 190th and Xavier,
Yeah,
about a quarter mile north.
yeah.
And,
It's on our list.
Okay, well, he told me he called about a year ago, and
Well,
I went out and looked at it, and there's a lot of gravel under it.
yeah.
You know, so that, I think that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. And I've just noticed this, Mike, I was going to church, gotta throw that in, and I noticed Udall was mowed all the way back to the fence, and my thinking is, now this was back in the day, of course, maybe we did things wrong, but we usually mow back to the fence in the fall. Now, if I go down Udall and the roads are mowed back to the fence and my road's not got one pass by, I'm not gonna be happy about that. So, you might think about that,
Okay.
if you would. And that's all I got.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Anything unfinished? You want,
Doing a GR&R.
yep.
I've got it filled out for you on the amount. We need to know a hearing date set in there.
So, September, we meet on the 9th
Mm-hmm.
23rd.
and the
which is-
23rd.
You want it done before the 20th?
Yeah, let's do it 9th if possible. maybe.
September 9th. Budget and R&R then?
Yep. We'll cross our fingers that we can get done by that time.
If we don't, then
They're gonna come take our jobs probably. I'll make a motion. Notice of revenue neutral rate intent for the governing body of Neosho County hereby notifies Neosho County Clerk of the intent to exceed revenue neutral rate at 51.107.
I will second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion pass. 3-0. Did you sign anything?
Yep, the date and sign, please. Fill in the information at the top. Just sign.
So again,
Just sign it.
if people did miss our work session, this is just preliminaries that is the most that we can exceed, that doesn't mean that that'll be our final budget. So we'll be working the next couple of months on trying to get that down and not have to use that. But at this point, with what has been proposed by all the department heads and outside entities, we felt like we needed to at least have that option to do that.
Agree, Gail.
Is there a time for that, or are you just doing that?
Oh, do you need a time?
The hour
1
before,
o'clock?
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
1 o'clock?
1
Yeah.
o'clock.
Nice.
I was thinking on the wage study and what we discussed and anything, we adopt more of the wage study within those budgets. Does that adjust those departments on what they proposed in the budget? We'll have to watch.
Yeah, we don't, until we did the wage study, which departments are affected.
Right. Okay.
So some could go up and some could go down.
Yeah, I just thought about that as like, certain one of these budgets have those already, some of their wage included in that, so.
Yes,
Sure.
And some of them are, like I said, they're close, but some are, might be a little bit more, others might be a little bit less. What we're working on is trying to just right-size everybody to the wage study, so that way, those that are currently at a wage, at least the study matches that, and then we adjust from there, and then all new hires would fit into like the proposed,
Right.
what am I trying to say, step and grade. And then everybody would move forward from there.
Okay, I'd like to have a non-executive.
Okay, I'm sorry, you see.
I move to recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel for 10 minutes with council and commission, and come back at 3:35 with a break.
That sounds good.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're back in, no action taken.
I'll move to recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel. This time, we'd like to have the council, commission, and then HR for 5 minutes. So we'll come back at 3:40.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed, 3-0. Keep eating those. Trash can. Oh. Just we got you a trash can. Get Dave on that. We're back in, no action taken. Do you have anything else?
I do have one thing. I stopped in at the health department yesterday and got invited to their Rock the Block party that they are having this Thursday. I'm going to be out of town, but they would love for one of you to come and
Okay.
wear the big boy pants, is what they called it. They have a big hoop that you wear and the kids try to
Try what?
balls
Our little water balls.
Oh,
into
okay,
your-
not darts.
Are
or
they
anything.
water
Big
balloons or
boy
water
The
balloons?
balls, the styrofoam.
Ah.
Well, have you seen the reusable
anyway.
water balloons?
I
Are
have.
you? Yeah, okay.
No,
So
I don't
just
have those.
for the public to know that this is a Rock the Block party it's a kids zone. It's going to be on Evergreen and Main Street from 11 until 1 on Thursday. All kids are invited and you're going to have water games and painting games and kids activities and hot dogs and
Hot
snow
dogs,
cones. So
Snow cones, the movie theater's giving out popcorn.
Oh, wow.
Donated all that, so free food.
sounds like a good time. I don't have anything else.
Anything, Paul?
No, I do not.
Chastity? Anything, Preston? Brett, did you have anything else for us?
Just one brief matter, we can take a 5-minute executive session for basically attorney-client privilege and also real estate acquisition, same issue. But 5 minutes speak.
Okay, also move for commission and council for 5 minutes. They'll come back at 3:46.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Get you one of those. Right, good.
I want to remind you guys
All right.
to be there.
I need all the reminders I can get. We're back in, no action taken. That it for everything? A public comment?
Well,
Oh, sorry.
I want to make a motion that we appoint Commissioner Gail Moore to work with the city of Chanute on the district court
Building
building in Chanute.
I'll second that motion.
with the help of Brett.
With the help of Brett.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
And then also, we'll want Dave Burnett at some point.
Yeah.
Got a second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
No public comment. Anybody?
You special, Nick.
It's up to you now.
Oh, I moved to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye. Everybody out there, have a good bean week.